Well, let's get more now on the magnitude 7.8 earthquake recorded off Russia's eastern Kamchatka Peninsula, which has sparked tsunami warnings and alerts in the Pacific. Chief scientist at the Seismology Research Centre, Adam Pascali, is in the studio with us. Hello, Adam. How are you?
Good, thank you.
We saw you not too long ago, really. Tell us a bit about this particular earthquake. How deep was it? And tell us about the warnings. A lot of them have been lifted now, haven't they?
That's right. So, yeah, it's a similar sort of depth to the one that we had about 7 weeks ago. That was the sixth largest earthquake we'd ever recorded in history at 8.8, and this is a 7.8, which is an aftershock of that sequence.
Okay, and how deep is it, or where did it hit?
So it hit just off the coast of Kamchatka, which is an island in the Pacific near Russia, and yeah, it was large enough to generate a tsunami warning because that really comes down to the magnitude and the depth of the earthquake, which is shallow enough to create a tsunami potentially.
Now, this wasn't the first aftershock, is that right?
No, they've been sort of continuous ones since that 8.8. So there's been magnitude 6s almost every day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And this is one of the largest ones so far.
Why does it keep happening?
So the plates are building up stress as they're being pushed around on the surface. So that as that builds up and then breaks, it needs to settle back into a regime where it can start building up that stress again. It doesn't quite get it right every time, and then it'll slip again, and then eventually it will settle in to a point where it can start building stress for the long term and maybe potentially go for 50 years without having an event like we had last time.
So when you have this big earthquake and then you've got all these aftershocks, how long can they potentially go for?
Potentially years, but they will drop off in magnitude and frequency over time. So usually you'll see an intense period for some weeks or months, and then it will sort of drop off slowly after that. And
could we have another big earthquake again in that region?
Yeah, look, larger than the original one, we haven't seen that before in history, but you could certainly have large aftershocks again. Usually the largest aftershock in a sequence will be about a magnitude unit smaller than the main shock, and that's what this one is. So this is potentially the largest aftershock, but you can't rule out that there might not be another magnitude 8 in the near future.